If you enjoy the content on this channel, please like and subscribe. Flora and Son is a 2023 musical comedy drama film written and directed by John Carney, featuring original songs by Carney and Gary Clark. The film stars Eve Hewson, Reynor, Orén Kinlan, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Flora and Son had its world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival on January 22, 2023, and was given a limited theatrical release in the United States on September 22, 2023, to be followed by a wide release in Ireland on February 23, 2024. It also began streaming on Apple TV Plus worldwide on September 29, 2023. It received positive reviews from critics and was named one of the top 10 independent films of 2023 by the National Board of Review. The story revolves around Flora, a single mother living in Dublin who is having trouble with her estranged son Max, a rebellious teenage petty thief. Encouraged by the Gardaí, the police of Ireland, to find Max a hobby, Flora rescues an old guitar from a skip and, with the help of a Los Angeles-based online guitar teacher, discovers that one person's rubbish can be another person's salvation. Principal photography took place in location in Dublin. Hewson and Gordon-Levitt were photographed with guitars while filming in Griffith Park in July of 2022. Original songs for the film come from Carney and Gary Clark, with Clark also writing the score. Clark and Carney had previously collaborated on music for film, stage and television. Speaking at the 2023 Sundance Film Festival, Gordon-Levitt was quoted as saying, "I finally got to play guitar in a movie. It's really true. I've always wanted to do it, and I've always wanted to be a musician at heart and love doing it. I've learned to do so many things for movies. I've learned to walk on a tightrope or play hockey, or certainly lots of fighting and shooting and things like that. But this time I was practicing a skill that I've practiced most of my life, but having to do it a bit more of a skill level than I was used to," Levitt would say. Hewson could play guitar before they made the film and said all the singing she does on screen is her, and told The Hollywood Reporter although she had to overcome a massive fear of singing in the film, she never turned to her father, musician of course Bono from the band U2, for musical tips. "I'd rather sing in front of the entire world," she said, on her own. Some trivia notes. During a Q&A at the Sundance Film Festival, John Carney said that this film is a dedication to mothers, similar to how Sing Street, released in 2016, was for brothers everywhere. Many of the locations are from around the north inner city of Dublin. Now, I found myself quickly falling in love with this film. It's charming, it's witty, it's real, it's relatable, and it's just so beautifully put together, with phenomenal performances here, particularly from Eve Hewson, who continues to impress me in every role that she's in, and also one of the best performances I've seen in years from Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Their chemistry absolutely lights up the screen, even though they hardly ever appear in the film actually together. I've become a huge fan of John Carney's work. Sing Street was a breath of fresh air in 2016, and who could ever forget the wonderfully original, small-budgeted, yet groundbreaking film Once, released in 2007, which of course the song Falling Slowly won the 2008 Academy Award for Best Original Song that year. Carney is a true storyteller, but he loves to use the medium of music, and Flora and Son really uses this both perfectly. The story is fundamentally a simple one. It's about a young woman who had her kid too young. She now has an estranged relationship with her teenage son and can barely relate to her child's father. It's not that she doesn't love her child or doesn't want to be there for him. It's just that she doesn't really know how to. Then one day she finds a guitar on a skip. Deciding on giving it to her son, he rejects the guitar, so she decides to take it upon herself to play. And this is how, of course, she comes across Jeff, an online guitar teacher. The two connect almost immediately, and Jeff's character for me is one of the strongest points within the movie. I, being a musician myself, can personally relate to his own story. I love the way he speaks about music, about art, about rejection, and about finding one's place in the world. As I mentioned earlier, the chemistry now between Gordon-Levitt here and Hewson just flies off the screen. It's just wonderful, and you just urge these two to get together somehow. But in the same breath though, Flora also needs to learn to be a better mother and be there for her child. Slowly we learn that Max has a musical talent himself, and I love to see the way mother and son connect here in making music together. What this film translates is the power of music, how music is all-encompassing, how it is the one universal language that we can all agree upon, and how it truly can bring us together from all walks of life. Like I said, this is fundamentally a simple, easy story, but it's so well made, so well put together, so beautifully acted, with some fantastic songs that you can't just help but smile, nod your head, and thoroughly enjoy. With its standout performances here, particularly from Eve Hewson and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, original approach to this most fantastic of concepts, stunning cinematography and beautiful music, Flora and Son is a must watch. Flora and Son gets a 9.5 out of 10.